Well, hello, everyone. So my name is Kenneth Wilson. I am the founder and CEO of Men of Stature Men's Group, CEO of Black Squirrel Media. I'm also a two-time best-selling author with a third book on the way titled Black Men Love, and that'll be out May 28th. And so just wanted to take this time, and as we're talking about positive masculinity, and I wanted to share a little bit about self-discovery and why that's so important with men, and just being able to find ourselves and being able to understand who we are, why we do what we do, and be able to, maybe if we have to, change some of the behaviors, change what's going on, because we can identify it. Also talking about finding our blind spots and, really using our past. And so I just wanted to share a quick story that may help. This is something part of my journey. And when I was younger, like some of us out there, we grew up in difficult situations. And for me, the neighborhood, family, whatever it was, I found refuge in school. I found refuge in education and in sports. And, that I turned my drive and all my energy and passions into being a good student and being the best at sports and playing as many and doing all the things I could at school. Because at the end of the day, I didn't want to go home. And I didn't want to go back to the negativity that I saw, the environment in those situations. So I would stay at school as long as I could, do everything I could. I would try anything. And so, my efforts to be successful, and eventually it worked. I mean, as I got older, that success did translate into my career, into education, and, striving to be the best at everything. And I thought that was a good thing. That's what I thought. And that's what I always thought, to be the best. And it wasn't until later on when I got married and I had children that I realized that all that drive and that energy, may have also been a negative thing. And it wasn't until my wife really came and we had to have a long conversation. It was a lot there, but she was eventually able to tell me that, because you're so driven and because you're doing so much, and, you're never home. And for me, I wasn't there to be a husband. I wasn't there to be a father, because I was so focused on doing. And for me, in my mind, I thought it was just, I'm grinding, I'm out there working, I'm in the community, I'm doing all these great things. But, I was always gone. I was always away from home. I would travel and I was doing this and doing that, but I wasn't being the best husband I could be. I wasn't being the best father for my children. I wasn't handling my business in the household. And so eventually I had to go see, well, why is this happening? I think this, she thinks that. So I went and I sought help, and I went to therapy, and it was there that I really began to discover what's going on. Why do I think like this? Why is this such a difficult thing for me? But, we really were able to learn and tie it back to my childhood, because I didn't want to go home as a child. It eventually translated until I was an adult, the same thing. And I would just take that, and I just was busy and I just would do. And, so it was the same energy, but I would just transfer it. And so for me, that was a big deal, learning that, and also learning again about blind spots and hearing things from, my wife and other people, and learning, okay, I don't know that part. That's not something I realized. And so now we can develop strategies and work on, what can I do about this now? What are some things that I can do to change? I don't want to be this person. And so all of that self-discovery allowed me to move forward and allowed me to learn about things like balance in my life, and, still being driven and still being able to do things and work in those things, but also being the best husband, being the best father, being, take care of the household and those things. And so, all of that we learn from, why our past, really affects us. And as men, how deep it really affects us. Sometimes we don't think about those things and how we develop those behaviors. We hold those things in. And as we get older, we transfer to different things, and so sometimes we think we're doing good. We think we're out there grinding. But in reality, we're just holding on to some of those things in the past that we shouldn't be holding on to, And so I just wanted to share that story with you all, and hopefully it helps, So again, thank you for your time. I also want to thank the Epic Understanding family. I want to thank Coach Love for just having me and being on this platform. And so the next time we meet, y'all take care.
Thank you so much, Kenneth.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.